So, Utah, really? Is that where this track is?
Yep. Salt Lake Desert, the Salt Lake Desert in Utah.
Salt Lake Desert in Utah. And that's where we're going to be here at for the season finale of Season 3 of the season of the... But no, I'm just kidding. Season 3 finale of the Budweiser All-Pro Series, the NNSCRA Budweiser All-Pro Series. And once again, I'm being joined by Mr. NNSCRA himself, Seth Cole. Seth,
yeah. Under the lights here at FTF, 4 chase drivers, 38 non-chase drivers, and Mormons. Oh my.
No. I also want to personally thank Seth for binge recording with me, because we recorded like 8 straight, or feels like 8 straight races, but like 3 or 4 straight races.
Yeah, Michael was kind enough to let me get drunk on pancakes for this race, so this will be interesting on my commentary.
At least you won't be anything like Levi at Pocono.
Yeah, right?
Alright, so starting on the pole is last week's winner at Homestead, Nick Altendorf. And alongside of him in second place is Dougie Shears in the 11. Now, a very interesting fact for you guys in this race is that all 4 of the chasers who are in contention for this championship start in the top 10.
And that is a big factor at this track because a lot of people don't realize that not all restrictor plate tracks are the same. And one thing about FTF, I've raced at this track so many times, and one thing that is possible at this track especially is you can run out of fuel before you get back around to the start-finish line. I've run all-star races here where drivers have run out of fuel on the back straightaway. And so here today, you want to be up at the front because that's where the draft is, that's where the fuel conservation is going to happen. And if you're at the back or right up at the front, you're either cutting the draft or you're in danger of maybe losing the draft. And if you lose the draft and you run out of fuel, that's going to be a big problem for you.
Yeah, unfortunately though, for that aspect, although pit stops are at 1%, that I doubt, you never know. It's a super speedway, anything can happen.
I mean, if I remember correctly, I ended up having it set to just ×1 in the All-Star race, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was something like 16 laps, and they had to pit twice. So, it's a big track. It's a 5.2-mile super speedway. It's going to take them a long time to get around this track, and a lot of Sunoco fuel can get used up in that amount of time.
That's true. Yeah, that is very, very true. All right, well, Seth, any more particular insight? If you were one of these chase drivers starting in the top 10, what would your strategy be? Stay up at the front?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off.
Stay up at the front or go to the back and then try to work your way back up to the front?
In all honesty, I probably, if I were Trent Dunham and Austin Mongold, I would try and stay and hug that inside line for all it's worth. Keep yourself from falling to the back. However, if you're someone like Preston Plourd, I mean, he's on the outside line. I can pretty much say when they get to this green flag, these non-chasers, they're going to be going 3 and 4 wide racing right out of the gate. If I'm Preston, he's going to more than likely get caught either in the middle or on the outside line when the green flag drops. I would probably try and drop back if I were him, try and find a gap to get to the inside line. So, there's so many different scenarios that can happen here today. We're just going to have to see what mindset these 4 chase drivers, they're still in the hunt for this championship, what they're coming in for. And remember, too, it's a restrictor plate track. The big one can happen. Most oftentimes it takes place on the back straightaway heading into turn number 3. So they're going to have to be aware of that.
Yep. And as we are going to continue here, the
drivers, start your engines.
The command has been given, and these cars, keep forgetting that we're at a damn 5.5-mile fucking track, and these cars are starting from pit road.
Gives us a lot of time to talk about pancakes.
Yes. Pancakes are amazing.
Well, anyway, I could actually bring one topic up here real quickly, and that is the fact of we're going to be having a very interesting game of chess each and every lap, because not necessarily... Wow. Was I mistaken, or did I just see Pichu London's car down in the bottom left-hand corner? That was so weird. You can't see it now, but there was like a glitch there on that one camera angle where it was showing the rear of Pichu London's car. That was really weird. Anyway, professionalism. Trent Dunham, Steve Pollard III, Austin Mongold, and Preston Plourd, they don't necessarily have to win this race to win the championship. What they got to do is finish ahead of their other 3 competitors. So I can guarantee you're going to see at least 2 chase drivers near each other every single lap, because they're going to be keeping very close tabs on each other. Oh, we got a trouble. There's the O'Neill Belvin machine on the apron.
Looks like Mr. Belvin is already having some issues before the green flag even drops. And that's
now here's the one thing that you got to hope for him, as he's maintained around 50 miles an hour. If he can get up to speed a little bit here, he can get to pit road, get the car repaired, and get back out on the racetrack before this race gets underway. And if he's lucky, he may get a caution and be able to get back on the tail lead lap, but he is slowly decreasing. I think that car maybe I think the engine is done. I don't think he's even going to make it back to pit road.
No, yep, and he just stops.
Yeah, boy, that's a tough break there. Our winner from Talladega Superspeedway, the last time we were at a restrictor plate track, out of this race very early on.
In that fantastic finish.
Now, I don't know just exactly how terminal it is under the hood of that Geico Chevrolet, but like I said, since it takes them so long to get around this track, if they can get whatever the problem is repaired, he may be able to get back out on track and still remain on the lead lap. And if he gets the benefit of a caution, then he could be right back in the thick of it.
Well, you got to remember also about the time it takes for him to get towed back to the garage, or to the line actually, or
good point,
to the pit road. So add that onto the amount of time it would take to repair that 6 car, or excuse me, the 13 car. I was looking at the 6.
And, we talked about O'Neill Belvin's amazing move at Talladega. This is a track where historically moves are not necessarily made for a photo finish on the last lap, so it'll be interesting to see what happens here in this series, what they'll be able to do at FTF, because more often than not on the last lap, there's usually one driver out in front. He's able to control the draft and gets absolutely no challenge coming all the way to the line.
Well, we're coming to the green flag of the season finale here in the Budweiser All-Pro Series. Moving from Zengiltis to FTF, green flag is out. We're underway in the final race.
4 drivers in the hunt for the championship. Only one of them, though, is going to take that title. The other 3 are going to come up short.
Now, I forgot to ask you this while in the time frame that we had. Out of the 4 drivers attempted to in the chase, who was your pick to win the championship? And I know how famous you are for picks.
Well, yeah, thanks for bringing that up. But you know, this is a restrictor plate track, and as I always say, restrictor plate tracks always seem to cater to the underdog. And as I look at the 4 drivers that are in the hunt for this championship, only one of them is a rookie, and he just barely squeaked his way in with a good finish last week at Homestead, Miami. I'm going with that 6 Advocare Ford of Austin Mongold.
Very, very well. I, myself, however, will go with 5-time, who is just now about to take the lead. That will be Trent Dunham. I think that he'll be able to pull off some good strategy, just like he did at Talladega. That almost, oh God.
Wow.
Almost.
And I thought I was drunk.
That almost got him the win at that race. I think that 5-time will make it 6 today, and I think not only will he win the race, but the championship.
Gonna have to see here, as right now he has the clearest view out of everybody on track right now, out in front, and for the moment, Austin Mongold seemed content to push him, but now it looks like he might try and make a move here, but no drafting help as Jessica Villanueva gets stuck in the 3-wide situation. Look at Stephen Pollard III.
And look at Trent, kind of good. He kind of moves up towards the middle to leave that little bit of a gap, but not enough to try to make a move on this for the 6 car.
Yep, like we say, controlling the draft, and you see right there. Oh, now he just left the door open. I was going to say he was doing a good job of keeping the draft off of Mongold, but still blocking him too. But now Mongold's going to be able to forge a way to the inside.
Yeah, but we saw how good these cars can stay side by side, though.
Tell you what, I'm getting a little nervous the way I keep saying these guys enter into turns 1 and 3. A number of them on that inside line get their 2 left side tires down on the yellow line of the apron, and it almost gets them loose once they get into the entrance of the corner. And I don't know if that's necessarily causing any handling problems for them or not, but that could be awfully testy if someone snaps loose right up here at the front of the field.
Yeah, it can. We've seen how how exciting the racing can get here at FTF. So you have to watch out as Pollard now with the lead, but now here comes Carson. We know the luck that Carson's had.
Yeah, he'd love to finish out the season with a win for sure.
Oh, getting a little antsy back there.
You know, one thing I forgot to mention too is that if you come into this race with a yellow splitter and a yellow driver banner, you, according to the other... Oh!
At 78, Poteet's involved in that, whatever that is on the... Oh my gosh, can't see.
I'm blind!
See, Collard's involved, Poteet, Schreier, Shelton, I saw, McCurry's on the apron.
Oh no, not again. I've seen McCurry on the apron at FTF before. It doesn't end well.
Can't get to him.
If he can tuck in the line behind the 48 or maybe just get up there. Please let him up. Please!
He's practically up there.
No he's not.
Wait, is the caution not out for that?
No, caution is not out, and that's another thing about this particular FTF. A lot of times when spins take place off the corner and they spin down into the grass area that's so far off the racetrack that sometimes they decide not to throw the yellow flag. It's happened before in my series, and apparently it's happened here.
That's the first time I've seen that. Usually when they wreck, a caution is thrown.
Yeah, but the thing is, they spun down to the inside where absolutely nobody was, and therefore they were not in any way endangering other oncoming drivers. Therefore, no reason for the yellow to be waved.
And before I jinx it, at least that wreck did not involve any of the chasers.
Yeah, I don't think it did. I think all 4 drivers that got collected, or maybe there were 5 drivers, none of them were the chase drivers.
Pollard's the highest of the chasers right now.
Yeah, a couple of the other ones have been caught. Well, actually, all 3 of them that were up there at the front, Pollard, Mongold, and Dunham, are caught in the middle line, and Preston Plourd is just a car like behind them.
They were planning on working together. It looked like all 4 of them almost lined up.
And, you know, that's what they got to do, because going back to the point I was going to make before that spin took place, if you have a yellow splitter or a yellow driver banner, you coming into this race to those other 38 drivers, you are public enemy number 1. They are not going to work with you unless they're a teammate.
Before we get blinded by that light, I don't know what idiot put a camera there where the light is, just right up all up in your face.
Some person that likes to blind people.
Apparently.
Right now, Trent Dunham's in the most precarious spot. He's in a 4-wide situation right now with Dougie Shears trying to get to his inside. And now Mongold may be in a bit of a spot because now the 11 gets a run under him.
Oh, the one's having to back up for the 16 on the outside. This is not good. Right now, the chasers, they're settling it out for a good 3-wide battle. I don't see very much 4-wide. And of course, I say that, and then someone almost makes a 4-wide attempt.
Yeah. Oh, contact there between Hudson and the 21 and Shears and the 11. Whoa, again.
It's incredibly long.
They're pushing. They're still pushing on each other. They are literally leaning.
Yeah, they are. Seth? Four wide, not good. Oh, and there they go. Of course. Huge wreck. Huge wreck. Mongold gets involved in it, but he made it through. Plourd's in it. I don't know how much damage he has. Made it through. Dunham doesn't really have a lot of damage either.
I'm assuming a wreck just happened, but Skype lagged. So.
A big wreck just happened.
Oh my goodness.
Dunham, a lot of the chasers were involved too.
Let me guess, it was somewhere around Seth Cole and Luke Walker.
Yes.
I thought so, because when Skype lagged, it froze on one shot, and I saw a 4-wide situation with the 52 and 16 leaning on each other, and I pretty much assumed that's where it started.
I know that Dunham got involved because I saw him spin, but he doesn't look to have a lot of damage on his car. Neither does Preston Plourd. The only and Mongold was involved too, but he has a little bit of damage to his left side. So the only clean chaser now is the 24 of Stephen Pollard III.
And you know, Dunham and Plourd, they don't look like they're damaged, but we will not know that for certain until we get back to the restart to know if they are up to speed still or not.
Alright, so we're gonna, and this was at 5 to go, so yeah, so we're gonna get a green-white checkered on this restart. No way! Oh my gosh! And Dusty Allen just blew up.
Uh-oh.
Car just erupted in smoke.
I can't see it, but I'm assuming it's horrific.
Yes, erupted in smoke. He is slowing down. There's no fire or nothing, but he looks just in smoke. His day is definitely done.
No, there is a fire. It's exploding. We gotta sell programs for this race.
Yeah, right.
We gotta sell this race.
And so going down here, so he's slowing down. His day is done. Let's go take a look at the replay and see what happened in this wreck.
Woo, pancakes. We're gonna turn Walker.
And we're back here. It looks like Villanueva comes down onto the 93, shoves the 62 up into the 6. You see Trent back there. He's involved spinning. Like I said, he looks like he hardly gets any damage, but Plourd is involved in it. Mongold is involved in it. The only chaser to get away is Stephen Pollard III.
You know, I'm looking very closely at this, and I honestly think, boy, Mongold misses him, but then comes up into Alex May. I think all 3 of the chasers involved there, Dunham.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait a minute. No, dear. Now I changed my whole assumption. Never mind.
Plourd might have a little more damage than I originally thought.
Yeah, that was some heavy contact there with the right front.
There's one person in particular I want to have an onboard camera with.
Oh wait, that's the left front. My bad.
And that is with the one car of Trent Dunham.
I think Dunham, when he spun, I don't think that car hit the wall. Oh, pace car.
Okay, so let's see.
And I think the cars behind him had enough wherewithal to slow up. I don't think Dunham really hit anything or was hit by anybody.
You see, watch, the 62 right there gets like hooked. Comes right up, hit right there, turn from behind. All the damage, all the hard damage is to the 7 car. And then you see the 1, he just slides. He's just sliding his tires. I doubt that he gets hit or nothing. Then he just right here, he just puts it back in gear, and he just continues on his way.
You know, there was a lot of contact with, front quarter panels for all 3 of the chasers. Trent Dunham, his left rear getting to the outside wall. Preston Plourd gets back into his left front, or I meant left front, I meant to say, by Carson Gum. And then a little bit of right front damage for Mongold when he made his contact with the 38. But
this was all off of turn number 4, I believe.
Yes, I think you're right.
Okay, so here it is on real time.
I want to see the contact the 6 makes again. Boy, I don't know. I don't know if Mongold's got a lot of damage or not. It's questionable about Plourd. Dunham, I think, is okay.
Alright, let's take a look at the 6.
I mean, the fact that he shot down the track makes me wonder how much damage he's got. Right there. Wow, and Fitzwater just shot to the left.
You see the damage in the donut on the side of that 6. Well, I'm not sure. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, as we're probably going to have a green-white checkered on this restart. Alright, and we're back here. Only 2 cars have retired. It was a gearbox issue on the 42 car that caused him to retire out of the race. O'Neal Belvin is now 2 laps down, but he's in 40th. And, of course, Pichu London has retired from the race.
He had a buckle on the hood.
Here's your top 10 rundown. Ian Dutta, Kyle Matthews, Dylan Young, Joseph Strigley, Larry Hagan, Charles Jackson, Silver Fox, Jake Haynes, Lisa Gonzalez, and Dougie Shears. Now, as we check on the chase drivers, Stephen Pollard III is the highest in 17th, while Austin Mongold is 22nd and the second highest. Third highest is Preston Plourd back in 29th, and then in 30th is Trent Dunham. Now, the question will remain in 2 laps. Will they be able to catch and pass, at least one of them, this 24 of Stephen Pollard III?
Well, look who Stevens got right ahead of him, his teammate in the 88, Cole Daly. So Cole Daly may be kind of the hammer for Stephen Pollard III, make the holes, make the moves to the front, and Pollard may be able to ride right behind him and slip his way back up into the top 10. But one thing I was also looking at was not just how much damage the chase drivers have, but how much damage drivers ahead of them may have. And for the most part, I think everybody could be still up to speed ahead of these chasers that may still keep all of them in contention for this championship.
That is true. A lot can happen in 2 laps.
Oh yeah, it's FTF, baby. A lot can happen in 1 lap at this track, let alone 2.
This is going to be just like the start. Oh, Cody Levins is blowing up, too. Wow, he just had a horrible season.
Yeah, he has.
Anyways, so here we go. Coming to the green flag. 2 laps to go. Who's going to win themselves a championship? Green flag is back out. We're back underway. Cars getting up to speed.
Keep in mind, the 42 had an engine problem. He's the teammate to the 1. The 48 just had an engine problem. He's the teammate to the 24.
Oh, boy.
Pollard, well, he lost them for a moment, but now he's going to get a nice run here, catching the tail draft off of his teammate in the 88. Those other guys behind him, though, they got to get going. Boy, they've lost them.
Very safe to say with the damage.
Oh, it's the 21. The 21 of Hudson's holding these guys up.
And Trent made his way to the inside, but unless these cars can catch him in a hurry, I really doubt. I don't know why this 51 car just went to the outside. He's going to try to cut down in front of Trent here.
And I think we've got one early elimination from the championship. Preston Plourd, I believe that car is too damaged. He's starting to actually get past on the high side going down this straightaway. I think he's got too much damage to finish this race out ahead of these other guys.
You never know what could happen if another wreck breaks out and involves one of the chase drivers.
You see Stephen Pollard III, he's not going to leave that yellow line on the inside, because if a wreck happens, more often than not, the inside line's where you want to be, and he's just going to stay down there as long as he can.
And speaking of which, another Hendrick Motorsports driver is leading this race, Charles Jackson. He hasn't won a race all season long, and he's leading here at FTF.
Let's see if history is going to continue to repeat itself. Normally at FTF, if you lead the white flag lap, you're going to lead when the checkered flag comes out. Jackson trying to be the one to do it here tonight, as he'll take the white flag at FTF.
White flag at FTF Speedway. We got exactly 1 lap to go around this 5-mile track.
These guys need Stephen Pollard III to run into trouble, because he is in this lead pack. Everybody else is a long ways back. Dunham and Mongold in a second pack. Preston Plourd all the way back in a third pack. They need that 24 to have something happen to them before this race ends.
Dougie Shears and Seth Cole working together on the inside to try to pass Charles Jackson.
Right now, Seth Cole tucked up on the back bumper of the 11, but now he's going to step out of line. The drafting help's going to come to the high side now, courtesy of Lisa Gonzalez and Robert Wagner.
Seth Cole, he's looking, but he's going to fall back in line behind Charles. Shears still has a bumper to the inside.
Now look at here, Stephen Pollard III, very content to ride behind his teammate in the 88 like I predicted. He's up here. What if he could win the last race of the season and the championship all in one night?
That would be one hell of a feat. Remember, Dougie Shears also has not been to victory lane since the Daytona 500.
He's got to keep Seth Cole in his rearview mirror, but right now the inside and outside line seems pretty evenly matched with drafting partners.
I don't know who's going to win it. Shears or Jackson. Seth has got to stay tucked in behind the 11 car. Oh my gosh.
Is anyone going to make a move? They're going to be dead even.
It's about to happen again, Seth.
It's going to happen again.
Who's going to win? I think it's Charles Jackson.
He had 1 car more on that high side drafting, and that's what got him that win. First win of the season comes at the last race of the season.
Charles Jackson. I honestly, Seth, you need to commentate with me all the damn time, because every time we commentate, we have fantastic finishes.
Oh man, what a night for Hendrick Motorsports. Charles Jackson, his first win of the season, despite the hardship of the 48 blowing up, and now Stephen Pollard III in the 24 kept his nose clean all night, was the only driver that got through that big wreck, and he's going to be the champion here in the Budweiser All-Pro Series.
Stephen Pollard. He has officially now been told that he is the Season 3 Budweiser All-Pro Series champion.
And you think about the last few weeks he's had, how consistent has this driver been?
Absolutely. 2 wins in the chase. Out of all 10 chase races, he's won 2 of them. And he finished third, or it was either third or fourth at Talladega. And here he is.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe ever since Talladega, he has had the highest average finish heading into tonight's race in the last 3 events.
That is very, very true. As we're going to take a look here, and unfortunately for a 5-time, he could not get a good enough pack together to catch the cars in front of him. So
yeah, I think that it all was chalked up to the 21 of Nathan Hudson being ahead of Dunham and Mongold and Preston Plourd. It held them up, and they just could not regroup to be able to get back up to the lead pack.
He comes across the line finishing 23rd. As we're going to continue back a ways here, Mongold with his damage comes across in 28th. And Preston Plourd comes by in 37th.
Boy, what a tough break there for that 38 team. Just was trying to survive, as were the other 2, Dunham and Mongold.
Oh my God.
I'm blind again.
That camera angle.
But when you think about it, yeah, they didn't win the championship, but what great seasons for those guys. I mean, Trent Dunham, 5 wins in a single season. Preston Plourd, in my opinion, one of the more consistent drivers this season to only have 1 victory. And then you've got Austin Mongold, his very first full-time season in the Budweiser All-Pro Series, and he makes his very first chase. I mean, these guys, yeah, they didn't win the championship like Pollard did, but they've got nothing to be ashamed of here this season.
I completely agree with that. So Charles Jackson celebrates in victory lane, while Stephen Pollard III, I just had a brain fart. Stephen Pollard III, he celebrates at the start and finish line for his championship. So, Seth, what an awesome season this has been.
It has been. It's been great to be on board here to commentate the last few races of the chase, and then here tonight, the season finale at FTF. It's been unbelievable seeing how these drivers just put their hearts and soul on the line, and they've provided us with some absolutely incredible racing and some fantastic finishes.
Yeah, I think I might do like how I did in the season in season 1. Put out a video of the top 5 greatest finishes in the Budweiser All Pro Series season 3.
Oh, there's a lot to choose from in this season.
Absolutely. This is why I love doing series, man, because it's the awesome finishes. Sometimes my series seems to have the most broken NR physics finishes ever, along with Rex.
Anti-NR 2003 physics.
And Rex. Don't forget Rex.
Oh yeah.
So in season 4, we're gonna have it at the very beginning. When you sign up for a ride, I'm gonna send you a virtual contract that states that if you die, the family of you cannot sue me.
Yeah. That's actually quite a good idea. It's a shame you didn't think of that like midway through this season. But anyway,
I digress. I said it now. They can't sue me.
Right.
Anyways, so Charles Jackson wins. I don't even need to do the points here.
No.
Charles Jackson wins, and it was a header incident with Cody Lamas on coming to that restart. And so just horrible finishes for Plourd, as I get a ping for Plourd and Trent Dunham, unfortunately. But congratulations to Stephen Pollard III. He is the official Season 3 Budweiser All-Pro Series champion. He will automatically get a reserved ride for Season 4 for being the champion, of course. So, Seth, I want to thank you again for joining me for another stellar season of the Budweiser All-Pro Series.
Hey, thanks for having me. Appreciate you having me here. It's been a blast.
Absolutely. All right, your final chase standings will be at the end of this video, along with pictures of what the point standings would look like if I didn't have a chase, just for the hell of it. And so I just want to thank you guys for sticking with me for this whole 30 race season. You guys are amazing. If you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe to be a part of this. And it really helps me out a lot. Don't forget to go subscribe to Seth Cole, the NNSCRA, but I'm pretty sure half of my subscribers already are. But if you want to go and unsubscribe and then subscribe again, just to feel special, I don't know. Go resubscribe.
Spam that subscribe button.
Yeah. And hopefully one day I can make it to 1,100 subscribers like this guy here. And so thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you guys next season at Daytona. But before that, you'll hear my voice for the NNSCRA Mobile One Cup Series Season 10 over on the NNSCRA channel. Seth, anything you want to talk about for this regarding Season 10?
Yeah, I mean, Season 10 is going to be the final season of Oreo Truck Series, Mobile One Cup Series, and Snickers Cup Series. Anthony McCurry going to be taking on for a second season the Oreo Truck Series, as Michael Norman just alluded to. He'll be taking over Mobile One, and I'll be finishing out the Snickers Cup Series in Season 10. It's going to be interesting to see who's going to win those final championships in series that have been going on for a little over 3 years now.
Alright, so we'll see you guys next week. Or not next week, but I'll see you guys then. And don't forget, this is the NNSCRA Offline Racing.
Oh, is that my cue?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm drunk on pancakes. I don't process things as well. At its best!
Till we meet again.
Oh, good lord. There's mayonnaise flying everywhere in Victory Lane. The whole crew is completely covered up. Oh boy. Who gave Charles Jackson mayonnaise to celebrate with in Victory Lane?